H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And I just had a text from one of my friends. He texted me and he popped up on the screen. He gave me a funny message. Boy, he just don't know. I mean, I've been waiting on him. But what's going on, y'all? It's Baby Friday. Because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday, we just consider this our Friday. We call it Baby Friday. And but today, it's going to have a great time today. We got a young man today that want to share some stuff with y'all about a young man. But before we go any further, let me shout out to my starting five. I like to get this out the way first because, you know, people come on and have me. I can't forget about my starting five. So my starting five are the 5 people that sign on to the Facebook feed or YouTube feed or the Chop Shop feed, either Facebook or YouTube. You know, and I like to recognize them every day. Then I give them a little applause like this today. So my starting five today is Alex Sestero, Kimberly Jackson, Dr. John Newsom, and D. Holcomb 1979, and Jeremy Davis. Okay, those are my starting five, and birthday boy Gary Sinclair. 6 man. He's the 6th man today. He just closed on a new house, man. I'd be so proud of Gary. Boy, let me tell you something. When you and your wife had that key in your hands and posted that picture, man, I was so happy for you. I just so happy. I love when young couples be able to go out and get their first or second or third, however many homes, and get their home and get a home and become a home owner, man. I'm so proud of you, Gary. Shout out to you. Who else we got? What's up, Kim? That is Moody. Shanquetta. What's up, Fred? Fred, you better watch it. What's up, Trey Phillips? I got some good stuff. Kevin Allen is in the building. Karen Thomas is in the building. Who else what's up, Dr. Newsom? Yeah, man, I'm proud of you, Doc. Proud of you, Gary. Hey, Akila. See, I was just waiting on Akila and Mark to get here. And now I can start. I wasn't going to start until Akila, Mark Edwards, Tyrone Caldwell got on the screen. I couldn't start. I couldn't wait. Let me see what's going to pop up. And Ivan Pettit. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for them to. And Donald Hall is on the screen. Donald, happy birthday to you too, man. Hate I miss your birthday shenanigans and you're going over to play, going around to play golf. Yeah. Shout out to you, Doc. What else I got today? Y'all, there's just so much stuff happening in sports. My boy Kyrie. But let me shout out. Later on, we got a young man who's going to come on. If you've seen it on social media, Chancellor White, he's going to come on and reveal what his college choice is today. And he's going to do it on the Chop Shop, man. You know, I just be so proud when them young kids understand. Look, think about it. You have your own media platform. You ain't got the people who've been covering you all the time. And you get a chance to come on that particular show and announce instead of talking about ESPN. ESPN ain't did nothing for none of y'all. You can go ESPN after you go on the Chop Shop. You know what I'm saying? Go on Chop Shop first. And then tell ESPN, do y'all want to, that's how you move the market, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you move the market. Because guess what? If you that bad, people gonna come watch it anyway. If you that bad. But I got something for you. Y'all keep me abreast on the fall leagues around the city. Because I want to see some of these players early. So I'm going to sneak in on a couple of fall leagues. So if you got a good fall league, and y'all know I've been talking about players that I haven't seen, please let me know so I can sneak in. I want to see them before the season start. You know, I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna come in there, mask up, and come in there, and you know, just sit over in the corner. I just want to watch some of the high school players. Just watch them before the season starts. So do that for me. Shout out to Corey Henderson. He sent me a text. He sent it a little late. He sent me a text at 9:30 on something that came on at 9 o'clock. But he sent me a text talking about Amanda Gordon had last night. She had a special what you call it, 20 for 20, whatever they call it, with Robin Roberts. Great. If y'all can pick it up, that's the young poet I talked about yesterday on Women Rock Wednesday. Amanda Gorman. I said Gordon. Amanda Gorman. I'm so sorry. Somebody wrote it down wrong. I know the lady's name. Amanda Gordon. Gorman. So please do me a favor and check that out. Powerful young lady. Signed with IMG Modeling Agency. She's a poet, y'all. She's the youngest poet ever to do an inauguration. And when you see her thought process, oh my God, boy, I wish I had all my kids grew up to be just like her. You know what I love about her though? What's up, Maurice Jackson? You know what I love about her? She asks all the young girls who talk about, Amanda, man, I want to be like you. She said, no, it's already Amanda Gordon. I want you to be the best you. I want you to be the best you can be. I said, wow, I like that. Little young girl, Harvard grad. Just hold up, y'all. She was the co-chair at the Met Gala the other night on Monday night. Unbelievable young lady. She rocked. I didn't talk about her yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about her today. Another young lady I didn't get a chance to mention because sometimes when Chris and Jimmy come on that day, on those days, I don't give a chance. So I'm giving you some overflow for Women Rock Wednesday. And I gotta bring these young girls. Howard's golf team. Uh, they got their new Stephon Curry's gear with the little splash. That's called a splash emblem up there. The young lady in the middle is Kendall Jackson. Houston's on. Pearland's on. Kendall Jackson, freshman golfer, going up there doing big things, want to make history. Dad sent me an article. I just hadn't had a chance to read about it yet. Stephon Curry is just Howard's golf team. She rocks. All her teammates rock. I think I got another picture of them. It's this Kendall. That's her right there. That's her gear. I just wanted to shout out to Kendall Jackson. She has been on this show on Women Rock Wednesday, and I can't not, let me tell you something. We are going, Robert Hatter, I don't care nothing about what nobody say. I'm going to recognize our young student athlete. Just because she's not a basketball player, just because she's not a football player, don't mean she's not going to be recognized. I am going to recognize let me tell you something. If you ball, you get the call, and Kendall is balling. So, so what else I got? Let me see. I saw something. I saw something last night, man. My man Dion Sanders, y'all, he just amazes me every day. You know, every time, every week, I'm gonna have some about HBCU school. But he posted this last night. He said, "You can't." He said, "You can't be a gangster and an athlete." Check this out, Fred. Check this out, Dr. Newsom. He said, "You can't be a gangster and an athlete. Athletes have morning workouts, eat, school, eat, practice, eat, homework, pray, sleep, and repeat. Athletes have no time to be in the streets being a gangster." I'm going to do that again. I got to do that again. Got to do that again. You can't be a gangster and an athlete. Student athletes have morning workouts. What's up, Joe Baldus? Eat, school, eat, practice, eat. Boy, there's a lot of eats in there. Homework, pray, sleep, repeat. Athletes have no time to be in the streets being a gangster. Unbelievable. I sit there and I read over it and over and over. Those are the things that I love it. Because people, I guess some guys be trying to be gang. I don't know why he did that, but I said, wow, wow. And I saw something last night, y'all. Y'all got to help me with this. Y'all got to help me with this. Help me with this. Most of y'all, people. I need a. What's up, Tangela Miller? Tangela, I need a. People who know how to elevate the conversations. Tangela, I was thinking about something last night. I saw something last night. And this morning I'm watching the what's up, Alex? Alex, that's something I might post it too. But Dion Sanders, I might post it because I want us to ingrain that in our young student athletes. Let's do it early. Let's do it early. Let's do it in the 6th grade. Let's do it to our 6th grade athletes. Let's do it to them. Our 7th and 8th and 9th grade. Let's ingrain that. But I was just talking about this morning. I mean, Joe Madison, man. Somebody said, Robert, you got to get up. And I was just looking. Where is some people moral compass? They got. I'm trying to see how to start this, y'all. This article. Trying to find it for you. This article about up in York, Pennsylvania. Okay? Up in York, Pennsylvania, I got it. I know where it is. The student board, student council, has banned certain books from the curriculum of the school board. I'm looking up. It's a students fight back because it was a book ban. These our kids and these our students, educators. I need you right now. Students, they talking about the students fight back. I'm trying to get the student fight back. This heading against a book ban in York, Pennsylvania. Young lady said the students fighting back, right? The school district, they're back. It's just spreading all over. They talking about history and race being taught in school. Okay, this big thing around the country. Young students said, little young white girl said, I don't think a moral compass will let them ban books about equality and loving each other. She's a senior, Christina Ellis. She told him. Ellis is among the students protesting a book ban in Pennsylvania and questioned whether the officials who decided to remove certain reading materials from the curriculum even have read the books to deem them controversial. If it's got a black author, if it's got a black character, they just ban the books. Y'all, we in a fight for our kids around here, man. Our student athletes, we in a fight for them. Think about this, y'all. Teenagers in New York standing up against this. They are affecting a growing number of public schools in American schools. It's going on around the country. I know we just worried about what's happening in Houston. Okay? I know. But last fall, an all-white school board, Central York High School, unanimously banned a list of educational resources. Y'all follow me. Fred, y'all follow me. Chuck, y'all follow me. Fred, we got to get out of the streets to the suites. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck McGowan. You're right. Hey, Mindy. Quote, that resource list contains, this is what these people say, the school board. That list contains a lot of bad ideas and books that I would definitely not want in our district. I think it's divisive. Hold up. The list of the books include a children's book about Rosa Parks. Mindy, y'all got to help me with this one. I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say. A CNN Sesame Street book, town hall book on racism. They banned that. Books like Hidden Figures, just talking about powerful black women in the history of this country. They put a ban on that. Then they say it's not a ban, we just putting a freeze on them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is right out of Nazi Germany. Telling people what they can't read. Tamika, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. This school district don't want a school, the school with a book teaching about an African-American woman who worked for NASA. The African-American women who worked for NASA. One was so brilliant, was such a brilliant mathematician, and she was so good that John Glenn said, I'm not going into space unless she in charge of calculating my flight to orbit. Hold on. They don't want that taught in the schools. Young people up there in York, Pennsylvania, I thank y'all for coming together, standing together up against this ignorant ass adults in your school board. We know about the movie. We talking about the book, Tangela. We know about the movie. They banning a book, in case you're just coming on, York, Pennsylvania. Google it. You know, I can't tell you everything. Y'all Google it. I want y'all to look. They banning a book, the book. They don't want the students, the young girls, black girls, or the white girls to know that it was a black woman that John Glenn said, if she ain't calculating my mood, and some of these white parents are saying, I don't want the book about Rosa Parks because I don't want my child to grow up hating to be white. I don't want them to read a book about these brilliant mathematicians because they might grow up hating to be white. This has got to be the dumbest, some of the dumbest mess I've ever heard, other than some of these comments that I be seeing people put on this Facebook feed. This is how I feel sometimes, y'all, when I see some of these people comments. These folks need to hear from us. Yeah, I know y'all think it don't affect us in Houston. These people need to hear from us. The mayor need to speak up. The students need to get organized. Let's stand up to these dumbass adults, because there's a lot of them out there just running their damn mouth and don't know nothing. Who in the heck? Jimmy, you ready? Who in the heck, Jimmy, would ban a book? Share the show, y'all, but I got to finish this. Who in the heck would ban a book about Rosa Parks? Who in the hell? Jalen might not be on here. Who in the hell, Jimmy? I'm trying to get you. Who? Jimmy, this school up in Pennsylvania banned all the books that got anything to do with black folks in it.
Yeah.
Who would ban a book that teaches a child to be proud of who they are? They got one little girl got a book. They banned a book from a little girl just proud to be who she is.
They didn't say they banned them, Helen. They said they froze them.
Jimmy, come on. It's been froze for a year, Jimmy.
They froze them.
Jimmy, hold up. This happened last year. Hold up. See, you can say what they say. I know what they're talking about.
They said they froze them.
One book, y'all. Hold up, Trey Phillips. One book is about a young African American girl that's writing a book about talking about her hair. They banned that. Jimmy, MLK said the two most dangerous things on this planet is what? Sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. And to all you trolls, confronting racism don't make you a racist. It's not reverse racism. When you confront wrong, it don't make you wrong. Quit trying to flip that script. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, I just couldn't. When I heard them little kids, hey, I told y'all. That little girl had that sign up, Jimmy. Doing George Floyd, that little girl had that sign up. I keep telling y'all, I'll never forget it. It inspires me every day. She said, y'all have effed with she said the whole word. Y'all have effed with the wrong generation. These young kids, white, black, Jimmy. York, Jimmy, you probably have never been to York. Jimmy, you got to understand, I done passed through a lot of Pennsylvania going up and through, because being on the East Coast with my son for 4 years. Jimmy, I done passed through some of them towns and did nobody look like me nowhere. Thank God I had a great rental car that got me through some of those towns. It's an all-out war, y'all. And don't think just because it's happening in York, Pennsylvania, it won't be happening here. Jimmy, you remember I told you a friend of mine texted me one day. She said, what y'all down there doing in Houston? I said, what you mean, Texas? Because she was talking about the abortion thing. And guess what, Jimmy? 7 other states, Jimmy, is putting in them same rules. They watch what was happening here. That's why that election, that recall election out there, Jimmy, your boy Gavin Newsom, who spearheaded the what, Jimmy? The name, image, and likeness. They tried to get his ass out of there on a recall election. But hey, y'all can't wait till one day I have time to explain how they did it. I mean, Jimmy, but we think that's happening in California, Robert. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Jimmy, we got a 88-year-old, I think, what her name, Feinstein, a senator out there that might go home and be with the ancestors at any day. Jimmy, if the Republicans had won that thing, they would have, who they was going to appoint, right? So guess what? We lose our 50-50 split. That's how important that election. But hold up. It don't affect us. Hey, man. Everything is connected in America, man. Even in summer basketball, everything is connected. Everything is connected. But what's up, Jimmy? I just wanted to share that with people. Everything is connected in this Hey, Jimmy, what happens to the McDonald All-American votes, it happens all over America. What happens, everything is connected, man. I just don't want us to say, well, that's happening up in York, Pennsylvania. That ain't got nothing to do with us. If it happened up in York, this redneck ass state we in, it can happen here. What you got, big dog?
Well, I a lot of people really, and we don't expect people to really know
Yeah.
how. Just say grassroots, because that term is very used and very uh, is very much attributed to to basketball sector nowadays. Used to be called other things, but now it's grassroots. Well, let me give you something. Um, Back in the days, you know, when I was in school, and some of you guys were in school, you know, different people had different educational backgrounds and inspirations. But coming from where I come from, you had to play. You almost, if you were a guy, you almost had to play some type of ball. It wasn't a written rule. Nobody told you, but you almost felt that way coming from my family. You had to play some type of ball. Whether you were good or not, who cared? That's each and that. So my point is, certain parts of trees, you have to, just like some people feel they have to play ball. Some people from some of you families, they feel they have to be smart first. Different people understand where I'm going. Some people feel like they have to be honor society. Some people feel like they have to be pushing for the valedictorian or salutatorian. That's how some families raise their kids. Meaning that anything less, I'm happy to get that C or a B. Have a house, they might get their ass for bringing home a C. You see? So now, my point is, there's politics in all layers. When we were in high school, they had people that would vote for the king and the queen for homecoming. That guy who voted for king for homecoming, it was kind of goofy back when I was in school to go campaigning to be, man, give me some votes. Votes for this and votes for that. Well, nowadays they have all type of stuff that you can vote for in schools. So fast forward over, I was watching a show on television the other day, Queen Sugar.
It's my show,
right?
Charlie.
And on this episode of Queen Sugar, one of the main characters, the matriarch of the show now, one of the matriarchs, the older sister, what's her name? How the character on the show? You guys help me in the boom
Ain't
boom
Vi
room.
and Nova.
No, not
Nova.
ain't. No. The light skin one is the older one.
Oh, that's Charlie.
She's
Charlie. Yeah.
Charlie. So Charlie, remember, you could tell she was raised a little different than Nova.
Yeah.
On this show. Different total aspirations.
They're different moms.
Understand? So Charlie, in this episode, if y'all watched it, y'all gonna know where I'm going.
You talking about the latest one?
Yes.
Okay.
Charlie was when they had summoned her to a meeting with some big wigs in California.
Yeah.
The show they're based out of deep in New Orleans. Well, and while she's at the table, unbeknown to her, the group of movers and shakers had already anointed her to run for this position in Senate. You see that happen?
Yeah.
So you had already been selected. You had already been anointed for this. It was like, we've been thinking, we got this position for you. Now, is anything we need to know about that we need to know about in this? Say, oh, ain't no skeletons in my closet. We good. Now, which we know ain't true. But
Jimmy, it's not a skeleton, really, because it was out in the open when the husband cheated. And she whooped the husband on the floor. That ain't no skeleton. That's national news. But keep going.
So my point is this. Just like this is how politics, my interloopings with politics in my adult life that's kind of how it works in many cases. People will see a person, and it's almost like Randolph and Mortimer on Trading Places. They anoint him. We need that person to run, because different one of them that movers and shakers, they probably won't be able to get it done because one might have a conflict of interest here. One might have some skeletons here. One may have been to the penitentiary and they won't be able to get over the hump. So you find that perfect one, that perfect car to put your motor in, and you can roll down the track
and hope they
So
win.
here's my point.
That's politics, but
You
keep
see,
going. I like that.
that's politics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to the previous president. People had put a motor in there. They didn't think that car was going to run through the track. They thought it was going to just keep somebody else from getting it. He ended up winning the damn election, and they built Frankenstein. Now, back to this. How does this work for nowadays? There are some young people in all of our communities, guys, follow me on this, that older elders, people of influence, are in position. If you can get them to understand and anoint, they can be anointed and they can capture city councils. Because if young people getting elections is in style right now. If you live in Harris County, Texas, one of the biggest upsets in the state of Texas in the last election was the young lady who defeated the longtime incumbent judge, right?
Emmett.
Yeah. Emmett.
Yeah. Talking about Hidalgo?
Hidalgo.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the biggest upset in the state.
Yeah.
Nobody saw her coming.
Yeah.
It was like the Russian fighting Clubber Lang and Rocky. No, it was a joke.
But Jimmy, the young lady went and organized and motivated. And people, she had people behind her. Yes.
Somebody, that's the whole thing.
Yes.
People, she didn't just, somebody had to navigate her. We got it. Just be cool. When it's time, we got you in place. We gonna help you. We got some of the money for you. We even got, and that's what my point is. These young people, everybody ain't going to play basketball for Kentucky, Texas, Baylor, or Oklahoma State. Everybody ain't going to do that. You can tell if some of you coaches which one of your kids is most likely to succeed in the realms of politics or in the realms who can understand and grasp some stuff. Some of your players can go and get those votes. You can help them. When we saw it last year, had to remember, props up and much love up to Brad Jordan, the person that you guys may have known in the hip hop industry as Scarface, a successful kidney transplant. He ran for city council 2 years ago.
Him and Willie D.
Willie D pulled out early. I saw Willie D.
Yeah, but he did run. He did run.
Yeah, he ran.
Yeah.
They both ran. Scarface lost by 200 votes. Less than 200 votes.
Yeah, 170 something.
I'm willing to bet you that wasn't a basketball or football, high school football player in his district that probably voted for him, that was actively in high school. That's an untapped voting block. We've been saying this for 6 years now. It's untapped. You know why? Because no logarithm can tell who's going to register to vote.
Yeah.
They ain't registered yet. That's why.
And Jimmy,
it's important.
Jimmy, I don't mind. In the Hidalgo girls, they know they had a heavy Hispanic presence in her where she was trying to run from. Them people did the work, man. Those people, when we got now, how can we like right now? Because people said we're the only sports talk show that can talk about Swing Queen Sugar. Because it's a lesson to this basketball community. Bring it home for them, Jimmy. Jimmy, bring it home for them. A lesson in this basketball community.
So now, first you galvanize together. Everybody know, you understand, you know who you're running against. They can see you coming a mile away. They can't see that young person coming a mile away. That young person gonna get the how would you say it? The heart votes, that's gonna get deep into. Oh, that's so cute. The puppy votes. Don't treat them like a puppy. Don't treat you like a dog. in the sense of a dog versus a puppy. Guys, the thoughts that can go on. Different grassroots basketball teams, coaches, programs have allies with other grassroots basketball teams. Think of your grassroots. That's why it's a difference between they have what they call for many years now. It's kind of the mask, the makeup is smearing off now in recent years, but it used to be a separation of church and state. Do you guys understand that?
In
That
the
was a
social,
separation.
in the black community, never. But in
That's
the
I'm
regular
just saying.
community, yes,
For years
supposed
it's
to be.
supposed to been a
Yeah,
separation of church and state,
yes.
meaning that it was taboo during election time. Nobody can come get in the pulpit unless you get the other one. You didn't want to make influence. You didn't want to make it seem like your church being bought
And the
for a vote.
pastor can't say anything from the pulpit. He can allow people to come up and talk, but he
Yeah,
can't say,
yeah, he
yeah,
can't.
keep going. Yeah, let's go. Let's
So
go.
that what they call that's what's known as to many an underground voting block. Meaning that when you get election time, you can see all the signs they let people put in their yards. I mean, in the church on the outside of the gate of the property. You see it. You could tell that which way that church is leaning by whose stuff they got in the yard. I mean, outside of the lawn. So here's the thing: your grassroots programs can be like a voting block. Each grassroots organization should make it an obligation for every single coach to be deputized to be able to register a kid or parent to vote.
And with that responsibility, Jimmy, I want to add, need to get them in front of somebody that can teach them the responsibility of that vote. You just can't give them a pistol and just leave them alone with it. You got to teach them the responsibility that comes with this voting. They got to have voter education. But keep going.
And that's
Keep going.
exactly you got to
Yeah.
have that. At the same time, you're talking about on the other. See, on this side of the fence, what grown folk can do now to eliminate the excuse. That means, once again, every coach in your organization should be deputized. No matter who your grassroots programming, it doesn't cost anything to get deputized. You go fill out a form and basically you hold your right hand up and you take a pledge that in other words, you have the right to register someone to vote. And that card, when you sign the ballot, your signature goes on it, meaning that you verifying that the person is a true human, is a real person who filled that card out. And it turns in and it's validated. They'll get their stuff in the mail. Here's what that does. Now you're becoming the first to do something. And you'll be the first to get all of your 12th graders that are 17 years, 10 months old, you'll be getting them registered to vote. For whom they vote for, that is their personal business. But you're doing your job in preparing them to go from boy to man. There's far too many young people right now. They've seen the bickering. Have you seen, understand, like y'all sometimes watch us on the Chop Shop and we'll go into our Claude and Ray moments. And some of y'all wish y'all had a bucket of hot water just to throw at the screen. And so like two dogs so y'all can just scat. Some of y'all say, oh, man, why don't y'all just stop? Man, no matter of fact, I don't even want to watch it no more. I'm tired of y'all fussing. Well, that's what a lot of these young people have seen from the elections of the past 6 years. They've seen it in the pandemic. And now they see it every day. So now they don't even feel like voting. A chunk of them, a nice chunk, don't even feel like voting matters now because some people feel like voting is rigged and that's not. So now you got another narrative.
That's where the education come in at, Jimmy. You got to educate because they just don't know. It's disinformation and misinformation. That's where the education. I keep saying the education. Yeah, we just get vote. But who do I vote for, sir? What do I look for in a candidate? What makes a Republican? What makes a Democrat? What makes an independent? Sir, I mean, what do I do with this awesome piece of power that people died long time ago for me to have the right to do this? And I have a right to not vote. So you got, that's what I'm saying. It's just a whole lot of education come with educating these young people to vote. I know we're saying, let's get them vote, let's get them registered, let's get them educated. Let's get them educated. We can get them educated now about voting. But stop it, Herb. But what else we got today, man? I mean, Jimmy, I just saw it. I love how those young people said they wasn't having it. Their mamas and daddies, them little white kids said, no. Why you white? Why you black and out all the white? But Jimmy, I got a chart, Jimmy. I wish I can put it on the screen. Y'all got to go. I want y'all to go research, Jimmy, all the books that had a black character. Jimmy, they had it. Jimmy, somebody that got hold to their damn email. Jimmy, they said black character, black author. That's how they had it. That's how they had it. Section off. Black character. Let me see. Let me make sure I said it right now. Yeah. Hold on. Authors. Oh no, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Authors of color. On one page, Jimmy. Then characters of color. These young kids saying, man, these young kids are powerful, man. Jimmy, I wish we could identify a young 19, 20 year old, 20-year-old guy. We got to identify.
But it takes the effort, just like I said, a grassroots program is a voting block. Well, guess what? Every grassroots program out there has an ally of another program. So that means if you galvanize with them and y'all galvanize with another 2 other programs and you say, yo, man, then y'all have like thoughts, then guess what that means? You have a true voting block that nobody can see coming. And that way now you can say, you can communicate with each other as y'all meet for happy hour, for lunch. Man, which one of your kids are straight A's? Which one of your kids are probably good speakers? Which one of your kids gets it when they're talking and understands things? And that way you find that kid
all the time is not a straight A student, because Barack Obama wasn't a straight A student.
No, it doesn't take that. But then I mentioned various aspects, various character
leadership.
traits.
Who everybody?
Which one? You want to know all of those different people. Which one is the smart one? Which one is the best dictator? Or has the best diction? Which one is has the best people skills? Guess what? Because which one writes the best? Which one spells the best? Because guess what? They all can be part of the same ticket.
Of course. We got to identify. And Jimmy, they might not be on the basketball. Jimmy, they might not be on a summer basketball team. It might be one of their friends.
You know the one that really can be it. The one that really can be it. That really has the makeup for it. Is the young high school kid. And there's one at every other school who gives the underground parties when his parents gone out of town and has a block of kids. Know what that means? That means he has the ability to galvanize. That kid who got the party that's making money, they charging $10 and then you got to pay online to get in. That's the kid.
So you talking about the P Diddy? The P Diddy.
That's the kid that has it. He may not be the one that can run because he might not. Yeah. But he has it.
He got the plug. I mean, it's something unique for us to. Hey, y'all, all we trying to do is raise the antenna, and because we can sit and complain about this system, but let's get our own in the system. Jimmy, we can sit around here and complain about this badass gas in our tank. Let's put our own gas in the tank. Let's get some. We know it's one. That's why Jimmy, I learned this years ago. I go to one gas station, Jimmy. One. So if something happens with gas, why I know it's that gas station. I just don't gas up anyway no more. One gas station. Predominantly. Like if I'm about to run out now some damn well, now then I'll put a little down, but I want that one gas station. So we got to put our own gas. in this political tank, and so we can be in positions of power. So Jimmy, I want to see the next Adam Clayton Powell come out of Houston, Texas. That's what I do. What else you got before we get? Our guest gonna come on at 1 o'clock. We got
At
a
the top of the
unique guest.
hour, we have guests
Yeah.
that's coming on and want to. This young man, he's a high school 12th grader, and he's going to make his college decision live on the Chop Shop, and which is a great thing because this platform, in case you don't know, is very open to any and every player out there. If you want to, guess what? It benefits you guys way more than us.
I ain't got no
Understand
kids, Jim.
I'm letting you know, just in case people, they just want them to do it. No. It benefits you guys. Here's why. You want to make your college decision on the Chop Shop. Here's what it does. You still can do it on social media at the same time. You still can put a tweet out and hit the button at the same time. You never multitasked before? But here, what it does, it gives those alumni of the respective colleges a chance to see you, hear you talk, and interact with you. It gives your family, your grandmama and them, a chance, who's in the other cities and other states, a chance to see you in one of your grandest moments of high school. This is what that does. So when we invite, once again, the door is open for anyone. In case you didn't know, if you have a young man or a young lady, we're waiting on our first young lady to make a decision. We're waiting on our first to make a decision. It doesn't hurt for you to utilize this very, very, very popular platform. There's no charge for you to do so. Guess what? If I'm some of y'all, I'm going to give you an idea because my hustle skills are epic. If I'm a young person, I know it's a gray area on name, image, likeness. Because in Texas, you're not allowed to capitalize on it in high school. But guess what? For free. But guess what I would do? You could wear any shirt you want to for free. You could put anybody that's been supporting you, making your mixtape, the guy that made your mixtape, I'll wear his hat during my announcement. The guy that your workout guy, I would wear his shirt during your announcement. You see where I'm going? That way you're showing love, and then you showing love indirectly to those guys in a moment because, later on when you get to college, it's going to cost. That's what I would do.
But
and so
I'm just thinking about it, Jamie. I'm sitting here thinking about, I wish we had a platform like this when my son was coming out. I wish we had a platform like this. I mean, it makes it just. What's the use in having a Rolls Royce in your garage, y'all, and you don't use it? It's a Rolls Royce. But I want to do it on my, on your own. You can do it simultaneously on your own program. But there's some people going to see you on this one that might not follow you, young man. We got Jimmy. It's 350 somewhat, 353 Division I coaches. 100 and some of them that have been on this show over the years. I know they watch it.
Oh man, absolutely.
They tell me, man, y'all crazy.
Absolutely.
So we got, come on, man. I mean,
so,
hey, what's the use in having this tool and don't use it? But keep going, Jim. What else?
Yeah, and that's and a lot of people just, you feel like, well, man, here's the thing. A lot of people, if y'all can grow into the mode of stop thinking there's a catch to everything. some things, and then at
Jimmy.
the same time,
That's hard
you
though,
want.
Jimmy. That's
Yeah,
hard.
here's the thing though. But
That's
you want people to believe that you're doing stuff from your heart, out of the goodness of your heart. But you don't believe that it's possible for anybody else to do so. That's I want to give a shout out to some of the parents that watched the Chop Shop. They heard some of the advice that we gave.
mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, and in regard to me, they listened to some of the college coaches we had on,
Mm-hmm.
listen to Chris Walker give advice, and
Mm-hmm.
they implemented some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Elkington family out of Crosby, Texas. Their son is 6'7". He's in the 12th grade. His name is Sean Elkington.
Okay.
He picked up a couple of offers, and he decided to end this recruitment this week, and he selected St. Edward's University.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, St. Edward's is in Austin, Texas.
Mm.
One of the arguably the best college town city in the United States, arguably. As far as pound for pound, if you add the amount of students that's in there. Well, this young man, before social media, he was easily a Division I prospect, and he still is a Division I prospect. But Division I prospect and Division I impact, two different things. He knows he's going somewhere where he can play immediately and make an impact. They have the transfer portal. The new NCAA transfer rules is upon us. So this means that kids can transfer and without sitting out a year. So it really don't matter what level you go to.
Just ball out at that level.
And Brian Merritt always says, that's the assistant coach, he's over at Morgan State.
Yeah.
They all end up where they belong.
Where they belong. Yeah.
So what are you scared of? You stop trying to prove stuff to other people that this person was wrong, that person was wrong, that person, they don't know him. Guess what? And then you ended up going somewhere just to try to prove that you went somewhere, and you ain't even happy at that city. You ain't even happy. You don't even know that coach. You did no homework. You just want to tell somebody you going Division I. Tell you something. On rcssports.com, that's our website, rcssports.com, we made it a conscious effort in the past 2 weeks. We invited one and all. We did it on the Chop Shop. If you have an official visit to a non-Division I school, let us know. We promise to talk about you. Mm-hmm. So guess what's happening? Some have done so, some have not. For those that have not, you have a platform that's willing to give you immediate exposure. Other coaches watch, then they'll say, who's this kid? Let me write this. Okay, who's this? If you want to send a video clip with your announcement, we will show it on the Chop Shop for absolutely free. We're willing to do that for a 12th grader. 12th graders only now. Understand that we ain't gonna, the whole show will be video highlights.
Yeah.
A 12th grader that has an official visit coming up to a school. That means that's the prerequisite. And then that means you present us the stuff that, because we're not Star Search. We're not just gonna sit there and just start running videos all day. That way we got a narrative to it. This young man right here, if you're a college coach, check this video out. He's got official visit to this school. So know what happened? That school he has official visit to, they don't want that video to be shown, because that means other schools may see it and they might lure you or track you away. But for your own good, we are here. We are a platform. This ain't about me.
Definitely ain't about me.
Exactly. So people would try. So whoever has subscribed to that channel of BS, I want to say something. I know they got
No,
young
don't say
fella
that.
coming
We
on.
got Chan. Hey,
Fella.
matter of
Young
fact,
fella coming on. I
Jimmy,
can't talk.
Jimmy,
I mean,
hold up. He's in the green
we
room
got
right now getting his makeup
we
on
got
right now.
we got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
No, but I'm just letting you know he's here.
I'm watching it.
Yeah.
And guys, this is the door is open, and this is the prime opportunity to make it once again, make it sexy, make it cool, to let somebody know, hey man, I got a official visit to the University of St. Thomas. I got a official visit to Jarvis Christian College, Wiley College, Houston Tillerson, Paul Quinn.
This new. We ain't never did this, y'all. Hey, y'all, he talking from the dome right now. He ain't, cause this brand new right here. But keep going, Jim.
St. Edwards, Incarnate Word Division I now, but Angelina Junior College. I mean, we can make it sexy. The reason it ain't sexy because when there's nowhere for you to and extend the word. There's no platform for you to talk about. Nobody want to hear about that. We do. So we're letting you know we do want to hear about it. But one thing, don't come fabricating your situations. Because I'm telling you right now, this is the disclaimer. You could get embarrassed if you come faking and shaking with your offers, with your visits, and with your, there's some people out there. There's a family that got an offer this week, Heather, from a school. Not gonna say the name. The offer is a half scholarship. But
thank you.
They're circulating. It's a full ride.
Oh,
it ain't true.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with a half
Jimmy,
of an offer.
What if they got some academic money coming for the other part, the other half? You can do that, Jimmy.
Then guess what? We can make that sexy. Because you know how you do it? You come and you can let the other parents know how they can apply for their academic scholarship or their academic assistance. That's the thing. See, in the magazine, which we're bringing back on RCS Sports, it comes out in November. The magazine, we're having a section in there. We've had it before in the past, a couple of times, where we go and find grants and scholarships from various corporations that are just sitting there, earmarked if you meet certain criteria. They got to get his money away, and it can't be to an employee or relative of an employee. They got to give it away. It's just sitting there. So we're gonna put in the magazine different scholarships that you can go and get for your 12th graders right now.
But y'all, let me help, because we got, my young fella is in the green room. I'm not keeping him waiting another minute. But let me tell you something. You got to be academically eligible for a lot of these things. So make sure you hold up your bargain of being a student athlete. That's why they could have put an athlete student if they wanted to, Jimmy. But they put it student first for a reason. Student athlete. So Jimmy, introduce our next guest, man. I can't wait to hear from this young man.
Oh yeah. Without further ado, we have one of the a 12th grader, as he told you earlier. He's a young man. He's a student athlete, an exceptional student athlete.
Yes.
From Foster High School. That's Foster High School is in the Richmond area. That's in Lamar Consolidated Independent School District, if I'm not mistaken. And he happens to be a very talented basketball player. And he played alongside Big Ruben Foddery last
Right,
last
right,
season,
right.
right? He, Big Ruben was low, and Big Ruben is on the football field right now at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this now going into this senior season, he played this past summer with the Houston Defenders, Under Armour sponsored
Okay,
program.
okay.
They traveled all around the country,
Mm-hmm.
even though albeit the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and they played against other like teams
Mm-hmm.
in front of college coaches during the month of April and July.
Okay.
Uh, and what he did was very, very uh, different
Mm.
than the norm.
Okay.
He committed to a school a year or so ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to get him to talk about that
Okay.
shortly.
Okay.
He changed his mind
Okay.
and took a gamble on himself to
Mm.
say in the effort to boost his recruitment. And he grew a little bit, got a
Mm-hmm.
little better, and said, okay, well, let me test. Because remember, I
Mm-hmm.
have no problem with that. Because I always tell you, if you got a school and
Mm-hmm.
that's your offer, and they offering you, and that's a good conference,
Mm-hmm.
take it. You
Yeah.
can always change your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can always change your mind.
Right.
You can't sign letters of intent to the second Wednesday of November.
Right.
Second Wednesday of November.
Right.
So you can change your mind. You commit to a different school every damn week if you want to. But then without further ado, we have with us, his name is Chancellor White.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on? Chancellor White in the house.
What's up, young fella? Hey,
Yeah.
I remember you now playing against Hightower. Yeah. I went, hey, Chance, my bad, Chance. I wasn't cheering for you that day. Chance. Every other game, I was. But that day, I wasn't cheering for you. But what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Proud of you, man. Thank you for coming and using this platform, using it as a springboard to do whatever you
Right.
want. This if you want, all you got to do is download parts of it and send it wherever you want to. You have our permission. But man, I'm just elated. I'm just elated. Jimmy.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. And Chance, I mean, we get into it. This we mentioned a while ago, you committed to one school earlier, you opened it back up, and we didn't mention the school. You can take us through that journey. When did you commit previously? Who was the school, and what made you open things back up?
Well, I was committed to East Carolina University. I committed around October. Um, Coach Rock was really my guy, and he really recruited me real hard. But a lot of things changed. I matured a lot. I grew. I mean, just a lot of different things happened. So whenever I went on my official visit, it just wasn't quite what I was looking for as far as just the college experience, being a young black man in a college area. I mean, that's a huge thing. So I just wanted to look for something a little bit different.
Wow.
And so now, when you what they call it decommit from a school,
Right.
there's no manual on how that goes. So for somebody that's out there and wondering, looking back on it, how did you do it? Did you just start? Did you call the coaches and let them know? Did you just put it on social media? Did you tell your parents and they got the word out? Did you tell the summer coach? How did you do it? And if you look back on it, what would you have done different? I'm talking about in the manner of which you dissolved that union or that relationship.
Well, just me trying to be a young man talking to another grown man, I wanted to respect the coach and call him before I said anything to anybody. Well, I talked to my parents first, then I went ahead and called coach. And that was a tough thing because me and Coach Dooley were really really close.
Mm-hmm.
But Coach Rock leaving that kind of changed a lot of things. But as far as things I would have did differently, I don't really think I would have did anything too different. I put it out on Twitter. I text all the college coaches that had recruited me prior, and just got the word out that way. I think I handled it in a respectful and professional manner. So
I got
Okay.
some, Jimmy. I got one for him, Jimmy. I got one for him. I'm learning to notice stuff about young people. Chance, I see you got your Honor Armour shirt on, got your Armor
yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Armour jacket. you were with how many years were you with the Defenders? How many years?
2 summers. So
Oh, you 2 summers. Oh,
uh,
hey, that's a long time. Cause Jimmy, hey, that guy right there, that's next to you right there, he told me a long time ago, Hatter, if you can keep one summer for a month, consider yourself doing great. And
absolutely.
these people, that organization, you stayed with for 2 summers. Man, hold on. I got to get at this. That's for Coach Larry and Mr. Coach Harrison out there. I got to give them a shout out because a lot of people get on them. But a young academically high achiever, also student, and staying with Under Armour. You did. I know you had an opportunity to go with the check.
Yes, sir.
I know you did. I ain't crazy. And man, first of all, I'm just so proud. What about that program that made you say 2 summers? I'm gonna commit to these guys.
That program right there is a special program. Those guys really treat you like family. They respect you to respect them. They make you a young man. They try to make you become a man. So, that was the thing that really stood out to me. Coach Harrison he's a real tough guy, but I think he made me a better person overall. He taught me a lot of lessons that I don't think, your dad can teach you a lot of lessons, and I do thank my dad for teaching me things that he taught me. But it's some things that another man teach you. So he definitely did that.
Yeah, and sometimes we get tired of daddies. Dad is
Right.
and then somebody else can say the same thing. Oh, okay. I've been there, Frank. I've been there, but but Jimmy, what you got, Jim?
Yeah. Now tell us a little bit. Of course, when we get into if you just tuned to the Chop Shop, we're going to invite you to share the show right now
Yes.
to your pages, to your timelines. If you're on our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button to our YouTube page as we close in on our quest to we recently got on YouTube and we're closing in on our 1,000 subscribers on that page. And once we get there, we have a big announcement for what we're going to do for a lot of the members of the Boom Boom Room. We're going to do something on a Monday night football for you guys, and we have the big ones, but we have to get to 1,000 first. So we want to get that out the way. Now, Chancellor White. Now, your nickname is, do you go by Chancellor? I've seen Chance. Which one is it?
A lot of people call me Chance. My name is Chancellor, though, and that's a really special name, but a lot of people call me Chance.
What's special about
No, Jimmy, you hear what he said? Chancellor is a special name. That's my name.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking what's special about it?
I mean, that's the head of the university, so that's the leader. So.
Excuse me, hold up, Chet. Wow, I got to get a drink off that one. Okay.
Say, you know what? Chance might got it. We was talking about the topic earlier.
This is my dude. This is my new nephew right here.
Hold on. We might put Chance in the city council out there.
I got it, Coach.
Now, was basketball always your sport? Tell us a little bit. First, tell us how tall you are. What position is your primary spot, and what do you do well on the court?
Well, growing up as a kid, it's always going to be neighborhood football. Neighborhood football is definitely. I thought I was going to be a football player, a little wide receiver, but once you get hit a couple times, you start to realize that you're a basketball player. So that's when it's about 6th grade. I switched to basketball being my main sport. So
that what happened to me, Jimmy. Jimmy, dude hit me so hard and laid on top of me I couldn't breathe. I got up and took the stuff, I got up and took the stuff out right on the practice field and said, I'm a basketball player. I'm not coming out here no more. I'll never forget it. Man, later I couldn't breathe. No, sir.
See, it's a different type of person when you're not able in your neighborhood to play touch in the street and tackle in the grass. See, you can't get certain things you get when you play tackle in the grass and only touch in the street. See, I understand, Alex. I understand.
That big old dude, that dude weighed 300 pounds. I was 160. I wasn't about to do it no more. So guess what? It worked out for me, Chance, so it's all right. Hey, what else you got, Jim?
So now, when we mentioned, of course, we got Chance White, and we're going into his journey, and you played with the Defenders for 2 summers, you mentioned. Let's go back. who was your first grassroots program? Take us back there. Let's give a shout to that. Your first, what age were you when you first played? Who was the coach? And tell us, and is there any player that played on that team
Yeah.
that's still that you was
Ballin'.
playing against or with right now as a 12th grader?
My first grassroots team was Houston Hoops at 15U.
Okay.
I had guys Chris Johnson, Wesley Yates, all those guys. That was a really good team.
Oh.
Um, I'm still playing against those guys. We just played Wesley in the playoffs last year, so that was a fun experience. And so
That's good.
So your first year was 9th grade. It was all football before then.
no. I played a lot of AAU. It just wasn't the Nike and Adidas teams like that. It
No,
was
no,
it
no,
was
no, no,
more
no,
of
no.
like
Well, who were your little Junebug team, your little mom and pop team, your little young
Yeah, who
team?
was the first? Who was the first one?
yeah.
Huh?
My first team was probably Texas Pro 4th grade.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was on that team? Who was the coach?
Coach Lowe was the coach.
What?
Yeah, Coach Lowe was the
Really?
coach.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Oh,
had
the 4th grade
Lowe and
team.
all. Yes, sir.
And so, and who else was on that team that you guys that are name recognizable right now in your among your peers?
Cameron Crockett, Jalen
Okay.
Lowe, Jason, all those guys.
Oh.
So give us your impression. Give us a quick impression of Marlon Lowe on the
Coach.
side during the timeout. Here's a timeout. Give us an impression of Marlon Lowe.
Y'all not making no damn shots. Y'all gotta make these shots.
Wait a minute.
No,
Wait a minute,
take
Chancellor. At that age, he was telling y'all that?
shots.
Oh,
Yeah.
he worse than me then. He worse than me. I was nice with that age.
Nah.
I was a nice coach at that age. Wow.
And so now you went from Texas Pro 4th grade. Who was the next program that you played with?
Me and my dad started a team from
Okay.
5th to about 7th grade. We had a team called Classic Hoops. That's
Okay.
when I developed a lot of guard skills and things like that. Because I was just a baby deer, just tall and long. So
Okay.
just trying to develop guard skills. And then 8th grade, I played with Cy-Fair Kings. So
Okay.
I got one else. Hold on, Jimmy. Hold up. I got a request. They said, no, forget Marlon. Do Coach Harrison. Do.
Okay, it's a timeout. It's a timeout right now. Hold on. Guess what? It's
I
a
don't know if I-
timeout. No, yeah, you could do it. Hey,
No,
can do
you
whatever
have to
want.
do the curse part, not the curse part. But, tell me something funny he done did, man. Tell me something funny he done did.
He'll grab you by your jersey, be like, get your head together, get your head together. You gotta get like he's real serious. Like he don't play around. So
Wow. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So that now he wanted. Hold on. How old are you, Chance? Are you 17, 18, or 16?
Oh, you still
17?
17?
When do
Okay.
you
Yes,
turn
sir.
18?
October 10th.
Oh, okay. Right
Next
around the
month.
corner.
So you're
Yes, sir.
17 years, 10 months old. You're past that age. When do you ever plan to register to vote?
I have an economics class, and I'm actually filling out the voting registration right now. So
Boy.
I feel like
Awesome. And so now, of course, you just tuned in. This is Chancellor White, guys. He's a 12th grader at Richmond Foster High School, located just on the outskirts of Houston. He's one of the top basketball players in Greater Houston. He's here and he has some news. He's going to pick his college. Right now, take us through the official visits. Right, how many official visits? You get to take 5 per year per the new NCAA rules. How many did you take?
I took one at Rice. I took one at East Carolina. I took one at Louisiana Lafayette, and one at La Tech.
Okay, Louisiana Tech, Rice, East. So you went back to East Carolina after you had decommitted. You still took another official visit to them.
No, this was before I decommitted. This was my very first one.
Okay, okay. So you got 3 in this reel. Did you plan to take 5, or did you just always plan to do 3?
No, I definitely did take. I planned to take all of them, but once I took the one that I felt was the right decision, it kind of I had my mindset. So
I like the way you almost let that slip and caught it. I
What
like the
part?
way you
What
boy,
part?
I love this
What
kid.
part, Alan?
Huh?
What
He
part?
said,
What part?
before I took the one to, he was about to name the university and said, the one. Oh, Jimmy, you missed it. Jimmy, you missed it. I got your chance. I like it, boy.
N-
You're good. You're
Now,
good, son.
now, the reason we're asking these questions is because there's parents and there's other of your
Yeah.
peers that may be watching, and we
right,
take a lot of everybody's not fortunate enough to take official visits to be,
right,
to be in that position. So that's why I'm picking your brains as we get narrow and get close to make you announcing your decision, so that people can understand what goes into this. You plan to take all 5. Most
yes, sir.
people out there plan to take all 5. And
Right.
then after that third visit, things start getting pretty much the same. What are some of the same things that you experience on each one of the campuses, like during the visit? What are some of the things that everybody does that have in similarity?
Bro, what's up?
And also, what are some of the things that stuck out that each one of those 3 schools did that the other one didn't do that you liked?
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, he went. He froze up. He on his phone. So
Oh,
the
don't worry.
phones go in
Don't
and
worry. He
out.
just go out and come back in.
Yeah,
Don't
he
worry
come
about
and go out and come back in. Yeah. Yeah.
We
The
have
phone.
Chancellor White
Man,
live with
hey,
us.
Jimmy, where's he ranked, Jimmy? Where's Chancellor ranked?
Well, we just did the updated rankings on
Uh-huh.
RCS Sports,
Uh-huh.
and how do I go up in there and
He's back. He's back, Jimmy. He's
and
back already.
I'll put the link
Let me help
on there right
Chance.
now.
Chance, don't get alarmed on cell phones. It might happen. So this happens
Right.
sometimes on cell phones. Just go out, come back in just like you did in case it happened
Yes,
again.
sir.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy, what do you say?
Yeah, yes, he right now he's number 6
Oh,
on the RCS Sports
okay.
rankings
Okay.
in Greater Houston,
Okay.
and that's pretty much held serve to
Uh-huh.
where he was before. He was
Okay.
number 5 before,
Uh-huh.
but in the number and before that was a young man that plays football and basketball. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the last rankings, and that's Chris Marshall. So
Mm-hmm.
Chris Marshall, I think Doug and Jeffrey they voted to include Chris Marshall, which pretty much just dropped
Yeah.
him down. It's still the same range,
Same range.
same range,
That's all right.
same range. Because
And guess what?
Chris Marshall is going to go football. We
Right.
all know that, but we just letting him get it out of his system and put his name in like
Oh,
one last time.
I'm glad you said that. Cause like when my son was coming out, Chance, they had
Mm.
Derek Griffin and another football player in the top. I think he was 10. So guess what, Jimmy? So if those guys went for football, so technically, okay, that made me feel a little bit better now. So really, he was around he was around 8. Okay, that's good. That about 10 years ago, Chance, but hey, he gave me some kind of solace. Thank you, Jimmy, for giving us that information.
Yeah, and so we were talking. I was asking you
Uh-huh.
on your 3 visits.
Mm.
What are some of the, because a lot of people,
Yeah.
they haven't done this before. Tell us
Right.
some of the things. Give us about 3 things that each one of them does that you just got tired of going through. And give us one thing that each of those 3 schools that you visited, Louisiana Tech, Louisiana Lafayette, and Rice, that was isolated, that kind of impressed you. Just one thing that you did that the other ones didn't do.
Well, some of the similarities that I've seen in a lot of the colleges, I didn't really get tired of doing it, but just like really just I would say probably really eating a lot. They try to feed you every 5 seconds. I can't really eat like I can eat a lot, but uh, I would come back from visits gaining 8 pounds just so.
No,
Yeah,
really.
but it wasn't really. I don't think I really got tired of doing anything. I would say one of the differences that really stood out to me and really had an effect on the decision that I made
Mm-hmm.
was when I went to one of the schools and I got to talk to all the advisors and all the counselors, because that's the people that you really gonna be around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to talk to the fans and how proud they were to be, alumni of the school. So I mean, it was a lot of support in the school that I chose. So
I got a question from the Facebook feed. Melvin Dews asked, "How did your dad play a part in your recruiting process?" And when I said dad, Melvin, I want parents because I don't never want to exclude mom because we dads might be the most out front, but I know how important the moms are. How did
Mama's
your
running that
parents?
stuff.
Huh? Moms run. Okay, moms run that stuff. But keep on going.
Undefeated.
Tell me how your parents played a part in this process.
well, my mom is more of like she doesn't really care where I go as long as I'm gonna get a degree and it's gonna be a good degree, and she really is a academics type person. But my dad definitely played a humongous role in
Mm-hmm.
the decision that I made, and not I mean just getting me to where I am today.
Right.
We worked extremely hard, 5 in the mornings every morning. I mean just a lot of work. So
Right.
he definitely took a lot of the stress off. Just managing some of the stuff because that recruiting process can be very stressful. So
Wow.
did a great job with what he did.
Awesome, man. God, Jimmy, Jimmy, you
Yeah.
come on. I'm gonna let you orchestrate this thing.
Yeah, I
Orchestrate
mean,
this thing.
and this is stuff that we're learning. This great stuff, and
Yeah.
that's the thing that we're going to get more questions in,
Mm-hmm.
and also somebody also asked on rankings. We were talking about that when you
Yeah.
came back on,
When you came back
and
on.
somebody asked, "Do you monitor
Right.
rankings? And if so, how did it affect you through the years?"
I don't monitor rankings at all. I think rankings has nothing to do with me. I just focus on my own game. And, I hear about it a lot. I mean, obviously being ranked number 6 or whatever it is, I think you know it's BS to me just because I know I'm number 1 in the city. But I also think I'm number 1 in the country, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, rankings have nothing to do with me. I know I'm the best player that I can be, so that's all that I really care about, and I know I'm going to continue to get better and get to the spot that I want to be at. So that's all that really matters.
I'm glad you said that, Chance. When you were traveling around the country with the defenders, that's a sponsorship. That's the top tier team. Uh, uh,
Right.
how did you fail? So you telling me all of them guys? You walked in the gym every time you was there. You was the baddest dude in the gym.
Definitely, in my eyes, for sure. I
Okay.
feel like no one that I played that was better than me. It might be a lot of good guys, but I feel like there's no one who can do everything that I can do on the court. I feel like I affect the game in each and every aspect of the game. So I mean,
Okay.
it's very do what I do, and I play with a high motor. I feel like a lot of guys who are ranked and take that ranking stuff to their heads. I think they really play with too high of a motor. So I think that's the difference that separates me.
Man, you make Jimmy. I had one more for you, Jimmy. I want to follow up that one, but it just slipped my mind. He answered the question so dang good that he made me forget my other one. But Chance, I was interested because long time ago somebody was telling me about you're a high academic kid. My son was a high academic kid, and uh,
Right,
and that's what drew me to really watching you more and
mm,
monitoring your process because I know the importance of being a great student athlete because that basketball chance is going to stop at some point.
right,
Where is Chancellor White? Where do Chancellor White want to be whenever the basketball stops? Whenever it stops. It stopped for Michael Jordan. It stopped for Magic Johnson. You see how
right.
they in different positions than the other players? Tell me when the ball stops, what does Chancellor White want? Right now, young man, where you think you want to be?
When the ball stops bouncing, I'm still gonna be around the ball. I'm gonna be coaching.
Okay.
Um, really, I know I'm gonna be around the game of basketball for the rest of my life,
Mhm.
and I'm really dedicated to do that. So You know, the academics is a big thing because if you want to coach, you have to have a degree. So that's why I take.
That's awesome. Jimbo?
Yeah. And what is your GPA, if you mind sharing it? If we're just curious.
I think it's around a 3.5.
And
Yeah.
on a what scale?
4 point scale.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, some people have a 6 point scale. Y'all want to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah, 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 yeah.
just want to get that out of the way. Now, you who's in your decision? Somebody else asked a question. I almost skipped it.
Yeah.
What you went to these 3 visits, official
Mm,
visits, Louisiana Tech, Louisiana Lafayette, Rice.
all right.
What how would I say it? What was what were you looking for to, because you've been through made a commitment before. That's almost like I
All
was
right.
getting ready to get married before. So I've been engaged before, right? What went into this? What was going to be the deal breaker? What were you looking for as you visited each school?
Really just comfortability and just a family atmosphere where I felt like, okay, this is who I really want to be with for the next 4 years of my life, or however long it may be. It might be 1 year, 2 years, I don't know, but I know that was really the biggest thing for me. Just talking to everybody and see, like talking to the students and see, oh, do you like your experience? Because there's always I noticed that there's always a guy on the team that's like, oh no, don't come here. I don't really like it. But the school that I chose, I noticed that everyone was happy and everyone was really together, and it was really a brotherhood, and that really kind of drew me to that. So
Hold
Wow.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Wow.
You mean to tell me
Wow.
that on your visits, you went and
mm.
had a conversation. You went and found that one guy, that 8th guy, that 9th, 10th guy on the bench. You went and had a talk with that guy?
I mean, as a leader, you're supposed to talk to every single person on the team. You're supposed to get to know every single player's name. So whether it be unofficial visit, official visit, I always found that it was one guy on the team or one or two guys. It might be 5 guys on the team that said, this is not really, they're going to tell you this, but this is not really what it is. Or give me the real. Because I know, I mean, as a college athlete, you're gonna say the real. I mean, you're not gonna really BS. I mean, you're
Mm-hmm.
you're, you're a young man.
Right.
So but the school that I chose, I talked to everyone, and they said this is what it is. This is what they tell you. This is the realest as it's gonna get. So that really stood out to me.
You
Hey
know
man,
what?
you
Let that be a
you've been
teachable
watching. It
moment.
sounds like you've been watching the Chop Shop. It,
or,
it
or his
sounds like
parents
you,
have.
cause we've been talking about that for years. But I'm just man, I'm just so proud, man. And Jimmy,
Yes.
what time, Jimmy? How many more? What? How long are we going to keep him?
Well, we just got a couple more questions
Okay.
we're asking, the question that the viewers are asking right now.
Well, I
And
got a
if you,
question from a viewer.
yes,
She
go on.
said,
You toss one.
if you have a if you would, if you had a, if you have a chance to go to overtime league, would you, or would you choose college?
Um, the, the I mean, the end goal is to get generational wealth. So if I have a chance to get generational wealth, of course I'm gonna take that chance and go to the overtime league. I mean, it just to me it's really the smartest thing. You're working with NBA people, you're getting paid. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. And then you can always go back to college. I mean, it's not like you won't have the money to. So
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's you, and see, this is what I'll pause right now to remind you guys, the viewers out there, you just tuned in. This young man, his name is Chancellor White. He's at Richmond Foster High School. He's in the 12th grade. He's about to tell you guys which college he's going to take his talents to. He's making his live. Meanwhile, we thought about doing something a little bit different and making it that way. This was an opportunity for you guys, the viewers, to be able to learn about some of our a student athlete who happens to be exceptional on the basketball court, and see how he talks, see how he thinks, see what makes how his understanding is, and when that happens, normally you grow quite fond of that particular person. And right now, today, I'm pretty certain that Chancellor White, you have exceeded expectations in the viewers who and what they were expecting to hear from you. And that's something that you never know what you're going to get. This is why we invite so many of you guys to come and share this moment with. This is for us. It's for you.
Right.
You're going to keep this video and probably keep it in your portfolio and look at it a couple more times and send it over to your kinfolk and to the deacon at the church and everybody and everybody else and to the reverend. They're going to talk about you on Sunday. And when you come up there, they're going to have a standing ovation and everybody going to say, yeah, boy, we heard you going pro next year. They misheard. You know how people do, they mishear things. You just ask you a question about the overtime league. You didn't say you was going pro. People going to take that and run with it.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, congratulations in order.
Jimmy, give me them 3 schools again before we go. Chance, what's the 3 schools?
Yes.
Give me the 3 schools again. Your choices.
Rice. On my top 3?
Yeah.
Texas A&M, Rice, and Louisiana Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Oh, so you,
okay.
So you bump Louisiana Tech out the way.
Okay.
Now what's
Yes, sir.
Now
Okay.
Texas A&M? That's the school where the former coach at East Carolina, you mentioned him earlier, Coach Rock, he left and now he's at A&M.
Oh.
So what's happened with that? Because they made you cut. We got some. What's going on? What happened with that?
They brought me up there a couple times for unofficial visits, and I talked to Coach Buzz, talked to Coach Rock. I mean, Coach Rock is always going to be one of my mentors, but those are some good guys down there. So,
Jimmy,
Right.
you're going too far, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're going too far. The man about to make an announcement. You're going
Let's
too
do
far,
it.
Jimmy. I
So
watch him, Chance. Watch him over there. I got your back, baby.
What we do is we got some of your questions. I see you got plenty of questions on that menu, guys, and we're going to go now and give him an opportunity to have his moment. And I just got one question right now. Of your family members from other cities, who do you know that's watching? Give your shout out to your family members from various cities that's watching right now. Yeah, and cousin Thelma and them, and all them. Go and give your shout out right now. Tell them what's happening.
I
That way
know
they can.
fan of Chop Shop, so I'm gonna shout my dad out. I don't think he get enough recognition on Shop.
That's
Y'all
my
don't be
man.
answering this question. Yeah, y'all don't be answering all these questions, but nah.
Frank
shout out
Wright
to my
TV. Hey, Frank Wright TV. I see his questions. But but Chance, I will have to answer every question. Man, the whole show would be for Frank. If I have to.
Yeah.
Frank be taking them notes too. Frank taking them notes.
He knows.
Chop.
He my man though. But what you say?
And so go ahead on and have your moment and go on. I know y'all know if you had a prepared speech but the table and the stage is yours. Chancellor White, right at this time, we're going to invite you guys to share the show right now to your timelines, to your pages, to your groups. Let's share the show. Chancellor White, 6'5" senior at Richmond Foster High School, is about to make his college decision. There you go.
But as far as my coaches and everything, Coach Fathery, my dad, my mom, my whole family, and without saying none, I want to go ahead and commit to Louisiana Lafayette.
Wow! Hold on, man. Let me give you some. Hold on. Wow! Unbelievable! You fooled me, Coach Chance. I thought you was going to Rice. I was going to go. Oh my God! No, but I loved it. I'm serious. I'm just thinking Rice. But you said something. You talked to everybody on that staff. I mean, every kid in that program. Mm-hmm. And they gave you something that you can feel. And man, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Wow. How far is that from here?
About 4 hours from my house.
Oh, okay. I can handle that.
No, it might be about
now.
Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah. Now, this decision to Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. Um, uh, Tell us what factored into this decision.
Um, like I said, just the people that I talked to. Coach Marlin is another mentor for me. You know, he actually coached my dad. Uh, at Sam Houston State whenever he was in college. So just knowing Coach Marlin and Coach Zimmerman, knowing me since I was, I don't know, fourth grade, just those guys. I mean, just really talking to me and telling me the real and the truth. That's all I really wanted, and just going to a place that I know I'm gonna improve and get a lot better at a faster rate. You know, they have a lot of analytics and all those crazy things that they do. That staff is amazing. And shout out to Coach Brock for teaching me a lot of things on my visit, which I mean that's something different that I experienced. I learned a lot. So
You learned a
and like I
lot
said,
from
I
your
want
visit. You
definitely
wow.
they I mean they taught me a lot of things. Like I said, I want to be a coach, so I'll definitely when it comes to that point, I'm definitely going to use some of those tactics and things like that. Even now, just playing. So yeah, that staff is amazing.
Let me tell you my favorite player from the school you chose today, Andrew Tony.
Yeah,
Did you? Did,
everybody talking.
oh my goodness! Oh my! They talking about Vinny, the microwave. Andrew Tony was a microwave. Oh my God! One of my favorite players. And played for Philadelphia. Won a championship with Dr. J and those guys. But man, I'm just done. You got me today. You got me today. You
Well, you
you.
say they taught you something.
Uh-huh.
What is some one thing that give us a description of something that they taught you during the visit?
Well, they put a lot of stats on the board, and they said, "Well, you do this really well, but you need to work on this." Or they the words that they used, they didn't say you do this well, but this bad. They said you this is a working point that you need to go ahead and focus on so you can get better at this. And you know, just the analytical side of that was crazy. Like all types of numbers. I couldn't really understand it, but I'm just trying to learn, and I know if I go there, I'll learn a lot of things. And Coach Marlin taught me a lot of lessons, just as far as as how he coaches. Like he doesn't really coach the team. He's more of he's coaching you as to become a man. Like he teaches you lessons during practice. I really fell in love with that. It's similar to Coach Father and how my dad coaches. So that's really what I love, and I see myself coaching in that similar style once I get up there.
Wow. I mean, Jimmy, I don't have man to man. I had a million questions, but you just
Well,
wow.
we got some in the
But
boom boom
guess
room.
what? I
Somebody,
know what I had to ask you. Raging Cajun. I got another Raging Cajun I wanted to hook. Brian Jolivet, Jimmy. I think that's where he went to school.
yeah, he went there. He played there back in the days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
friend of ours, Brian
yeah.
Jolivet. I'm gonna make sure he got you covered down there too. I know you got an umbrella, but this one of my guys, I can say, hey, yeah, you alumni, make sure he all right. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
I mean, and this is awesome. And we mentioned your high school coach,
Hmm.
um, Coach Fardery. You mentioned him a while ago.
Yeah.
Who what was his role in your recruitment? And give us also what was your grassroots coach's role in your recruitment? And lastly, give us what was your parents' role in your recruitment?
As far as Coach Farley, I know he has a lot of connections. He connected me as much as he possibly could. He helped me a lot. He told me a lot of things just because what Ruben been through, they've already been through. We really went through the recruiting process around the same time, so he was able to tell me some of the things that Ruben was doing and things like that. And as far as my AAU team, AAU coaches, Coach Larry definitely tries to connect you as much college coaches as he possibly can. And my parents definitely played a huge role, just keeping my head on straight and telling me this is what you should be looking for, and make sure you're taking notes on this and taking notes on that. So that was something big that really helped me out.
Wow.
And somebody just posted, I think Chuck McCowan,
What
he
they say?
says, two of your classmates from Foster girls basketball are
Right.
going to Louisiana Lafayette. Did you
Wait a
did,
minute.
did
That
they
ain't
have
why
any
you went down there, Chan.
did they have
Nah,
any
nah, nah.
influence?
Come
Did
on
they
now.
have any influence?
Now I'm messing with you.
Did they
What'd you
have
say,
any
Jim?
influence on your decision?
Yeah, actually, I talked to Alicia Blandon, who's down there right now.
Oh, okay.
She class of 2020. 2021. And, she told me, when they recruit you and tell you this is how it is, that's really how it is. And,
Mm.
she told me that there's there's a lot of black alumni who really help you out and things like that. That really stood out to me. And Amani actually committed, I want to say a week ago or something like that. And she was actually down there for my official visit whenever I was down there. So I stayed in the same hotel as her, so that was pretty cool. We grew up together. She lives in the same neighborhood as me, so
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
So do you
About
think the
first,
coaches knew that or not?
I feel like they did because they kind of made some jokes about it. Hopefully, we can get another Foster. You know the jokes. So
Right, right.
they kind of like they knew about it a little bit.
So teachable moment. Those coaches found intel that was valuable in their recruitment. They knew that
Mm-hmm.
you and Alicia were friends. She was a
Mm-hmm.
prospect of the women's basketball program. They decided to make your official visits on the same weekend. That's not done by
Amani,
accident. I'm sorry. Her name,
right?
what?
Amani.
Amani?
Yeah.
Amani.
Amani,
Yeah, Amani.
mm-hmm.
That's not done by accident with you and Amani. And
Right.
so as you learn stuff, it was, you know what, and you get props for that. That's creative. I give you, we love creativity, and that's smart,
It's amazing,
very
man.
smart. That staff, Coach Marlin and his staff, job well done. The women's coaching staff, I don't know them, job well done, because
Yes.
that's what you're supposed to. You got to do what you
Yeah.
got to do
Yeah.
when on these visits. You only get one crack at it
Right.
in most cases. That's a way to go. That's getting valuable intel. Now
Now,
your job is to go back and ask those coaches, how did they find that out? Who did they find it out from?
Yeah.
yeah.
And that way
I
you so hold on, so you know who to
uh,
thank. That's how you say it. That way nobody don't get in trouble.
yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing, Chance. I'm sitting there thinking about this. These coach. Now I understand what you said. Man, it felt like home. Man, you got people. Not just. Guess what? Even if something happened in basketball, because let me tell you, it's ups and downs of the college athlete. Now you got your home girls. Say, girl, they're gonna say,
Mm.
Chance, I went through that, Chance. I can get. You got some people from your home neighborhood going to the y'all, man, because it's like it's y'all against the world. So I mean, it's
Right.
that's amazing, man. I mean, I never thought about that. I mean, that when I was coming out, that just wasn't an option for me. That's a great, great, great option, and you took complete advantage of it. And I hope young men are out here looking at you. I hope you text this to all your friends and everybody in the basketball. You need to put it on Twitter. These young guys, you made a thorough decision.
Mm.
You had a village around you helping you. And
Right.
your mom and your dad, everybody played a part in it, man. And that coaching staff up there at the Raging Cajuns, they knocked it out the ballpark. So it's good, man. You gonna get some home cooked meal. Her mom and them, dad and them, they bring up some home cooked stuff. You got some stuff. I mean, dude, I know what you're doing. I know what you're going through, right? You you got it. You got it made, Doc. You got it made.
Thank you.
Jimmy.
Yeah, man. And so in your last thoughts, Chance, I mean, reflecting back on it, um, Rice didn't get you went to Louisiana Lafayette over Rice. What uh what do you have to say in regard? Have you spoken with the coaches, or if you didn't, you say you might have texted or whatever. Do you have anything to say to about Rice?
No, I definitely called Coach Parrott. I mean, again, I want to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely is a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he's a great coach. Coach Green is another great coach,
Mm-hmm.
and those guys put in a lot of effort in recruiting me. But I mean, once it comes down to once I had really had my decision made, my mind made, I mean, I didn't want to waste those guys' time and continue to let them recruit me while I already knew where I was going. I just wanted to be respectful to everybody. So,
Jimmy.
But there you have it, guys. I mean, Chancellor White, uh, senior at Richmond Foster High School. He has made his college decision, as you can see right on his T-shirt right there. He's going. He will be attending Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns, and you know, understand basketball program is has emerged into a different plateau in recent years with Coach Bob Marlin at the helm. We want to thank you and thank your family for
mm,
guiding you, influencing you to make the decision on the chop shop.
Yeah.
Because, in other words, thanking you because you took a different route or a different platform that's unconventional to many to have to share one of your best moments with the world,
Yes.
and
right,
you can always go back and view it with one click of the finger. And
mm,
so I
Right.
want to thank you for doing that. And
Right.
and congratulations at Louisiana Lafayette. You 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 attained and attracted many of fans
Yeah.
with your conversation today.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
that job well done. Chancellor White, ladies and gentlemen. I know you some of y'all are at work right now. Y'all can just give like a golf clap, if you will. Get a golf clap. I know you're clapping right now. So appreciate it, Chance. Man,
Uh-huh.
thanks a bunch. We'll be seeing you, man. Congratulations. We look forward to a big season from you this year
Mm.
with Foster High School.
Can't wait,
All right,
Chance.
thank you for
See?
allowing me to
Go.
be on the platform.
Okay. Thank you. My man.
Thank you.
Wow, y'all. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. I have to
Yeah.
say, Jimmy, if we catch some more Chancellor Whites, we in good hands. Our next generation, we're gonna be in good shape,
Man,
y'all. That's why I keep telling
that's
y'all.
it. I'm
Yes.
telling you, he got it. I just described. Let me tell y'all something. Give you a disclaimer.
Yeah.
In the 4 years of Chancellor White being in high school,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
if you take every single conversation
Mm-hmm.
that I've ever had with him
Mm-hmm.
and put it on a timeline,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you that I have not spoken with Chancellor White more than 12 minutes combined since he's been in high school. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do a lot of talking to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just because our understandings are different. I prefer to talk with parents.
Parents. Right.
So you
Right.
guys understand it. I don't play coochie coo with
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Right.
I don't
Right.
have time for I'm over 50.
Right.
I just don't feel comfortable with a kid calling me bruh.
Right. Right. Right.
I came from a different place.
Right.
I don't feel with a kid calling me cuz.
I don't like no damn old school though. I like Mr. Hatter
I take
better.
old school.
I
I
don't
take
like
that's it.
old school, Jimmy. I just
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
like OG.
yeah, I mean,
I don't like it,
that's
Jimmy. Jimmy, I just don't like it, man.
I mean,
Jimmy,
I take old school.
Jimmy, I'm
I
too
take
cool to
school.
be old school right now, man. I'm too
I know
cool.
that. I know that. But I wear
I'm too.
lids, so I signed up for this. I wear
No, I'm
lids.
just
So I
messing
take
with
old school.
you. Yeah,
I
you got a
take that.
hat
But
on. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You got a hat on. I don't want no hat.
yeah. So it's this
I'm
was
proud of him.
really a good conversation,
Proud of him.
and I hope that many more of you could be influenced. The Chop Shop is a platform that everyone, boy or girl,
Can take
can
advantage of.
make their college decisions right here. This serves it kills so many birds with so many stones. I had people calling me asking me, of course, tomorrow
Uh-huh.
we have another young man from Greater Houston who's scheduled to make his decision.
Mm-hmm.
And people was calling me all week.
Mm-hmm.
Members of the, hey, is he gonna do it on the Chop Shop? No, Chop Shop is not on Friday.
Right.
And that's Terrence Arsenault.
Mm-hmm.
So Terrence Arsenault is gonna do his Friday. You know, it's like, I mean, different people, different stuff, different folks. But we hope that in the future, more of you guys will be compelled to do so because it helps. I learned a lot from this young man.
Me too.
I learned some of the things that I don't know him like
Mm-hmm.
that, but I learned some of the things that make him tick.
Mm-hmm.
He has it.
Yes, sir.
Now, whether he uses it, how he
Mm-hmm.
utilizes it,
Yeah.
is going to dictate his career, his
essential.
basketball career
Yeah.
at Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah.
Or as you guys say, I'm sorry, we've been, that's a habit that I soon try to break. But right now they still Louisiana Lafayette. But they know they are being called the University of Louisiana.
Right.
And man,
I mean,
great
man,
convo.
Man, this was another one of these landmark days on the show, Jimmy. It's a landmark day. It just never happened like this. This kid got some people. I can just feel it. That kid shut some people. There's some people that's always running their mouth on the feed. He shut them up. They couldn't even say nothing no more. And he made his decision with conviction. He laid out the roadmap. He almost prepped us, really, Jimmy, for that decision, because I thought it was going to be Rice, because he's a high academic kid. And then, but he said something, Jimmy. You remember I asked the question, where do you want to be, when the ball stopped? He said, I want to always be around the game. He said he learned some great things from that coaching staff that will help me, just assuming, help him later on in his career. So that young man there, man, yeah. Shout out to Miss White, Frank Wright TV. Man, yes, sir. Did a great job, boss. That's all I can say. Jimmy, what about the rankings? You got time for the rankings?
And so I want to give, man.
Come on, man. Let's just go. Come on, let's just go.
10 minutes is not enough time to go into those 2024s.
Okay.
And we want to have Doug Jones.
Oh, okay.
Doug Jones
or
Jeffrey Day on there.
We
didn't know that it was going to last this long with Chancellor White, guys. When the remember, we don't do interviews. We have conversations.
Yeah, you're right.
And the conversation is going that good.
Uh-huh.
It was organic. We couldn't land the plane in 15 minutes with Chancellor White.
Right.
So for those of you, Monday is a tight day.
Yeah.
Let me scratch my head. We're probably going to release those rankings on the RCS Sports on tomorrow, and
then we'll talk about them later. We'll talk about
and we'll talk about them on Monday.
Okay.
And,
can we get Doug and Jeffrey Day in here?
Jeffrey Day's a school teacher, so
that's right. That's right.
So he's in the classroom.
Right. That's right.
While we are on the Chop Shop. Now he has a break from 12 to 12:30, and the only way to do so, we would have to, have to jump right into the show and go right into it, and that's something we'll think about how to do this stuff over the weekend.
Okay.
But for those of you that are waiting on the class of 2024 rankings, which is a very hard class. I know Doug Jones and Jeffrey Day, they've made their selections for the class, their picks. I gave my input to them, which is minimal. I've seen a lot of those guys, but watching them, there's so many from so many different programs. For that 2024 class, and that class is good.
Is that the upcoming 10th graders, right?
Yeah, the 10th graders right now. It's good based on the amount of punch that Greater Houston carried with their 15U programs this past summer. Remember, JL3 was great. They performed great. Houston Hoops 15U performed great. The T-Mac one-time legends performed great.
Okay.
You had Team Fox. They performed great. So if you think about this, I'm talking about great, like TKO some various sneaker programs around the country during this summer at one point or another. So think of it like this. Each one of those 4 programs have a starting 5. That's 20 kids right there. Each one has a 6-man that's could probably be the red ant on every other non-sneaker program in the area.
Okay.
So that's 4 other guys. That's 24. That's roughly 25 guys right there.
So they had a team full of, each one of them had a team full of killers?
Well, at the time, because they
start 5.
But you have to reward every one of the point guards.
Right. Yeah.
You got to reward those guys for winning.
Okay.
Then eventually now it will sort itself back out as they go into the sophomore jinx that many people could have in high school. Remember, most of these guys play. That's why I told you, man, we talked about this the other day, how 9th graders on varsity is at an all-time high.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the other way around. Back in the days when I first started this stuff, you were 9th grader on varsity. 9th grade, matter of fact, 9th graders did not play 17U unless you were extremely special. You didn't play 17U back in 2001.
Ain't too many 9th graders on.
I can count them from 2001.
I'm talking about this year.
9th graders on 17U.
Yeah, ain't many. Ain't many now.
No, ain't.
I'm talking about that made some noise.
No, they made no. Oh, yeah, they made
okay.
No noise. They don't know it.
Okay.
They getting it now. I'm regarding that, but I'm saying playing up.
Okay.
9th graders didn't even, back then that you played with your age group. Kendrick Perkins played 15U. Indy Eby played 15U. Cartier Martin played 15U. Those are 3 guys from the class of 2023. They all made it to the NBA. Von Wafer played 15U. He was in Louisiana at the time. Came to Houston at Heritage Christian.
Hey,
when he
they said sprinkling some of the Drive Nation boys in there too now.
And what's that?
He said sprinkle a few. Hope Doug sprinkle a few of the Drive Nation kids in there too. I don't know.
In where?
In the rankings.
No. It's only Greater Houston guys. No.
Drive Nation Houston.
The Drive Houston Drive Nation. Okay, yeah. Drive Nation Houston.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that they are. Quite sure they are. Okay. I remember seeing some of those guys. They are. Absolutely. Now the thing is, did you inform or keep Doug and or Jeffrey Day informed of the progress of your players? If you didn't put no log on the fire, then don't take it for granted. Expect it's going to automatically keep you warm. I'm telling you this. And that's the thing. Rankings, they have a limited value. It's like the Wiz and the Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
That's what rankings are. And when you make a person think that the rankings is everything, just like you make a person think that the Wiz is everything, the Wizard of Oz is everything, you have the power within yourself. Rankings can't do nothing. Because eventually, if you're performing, somebody gonna notice it, and they gonna hold the ranker accountable as to why is this kid so low, or why you don't have him ranked. Some college coaches know what they're looking at, and you have others that's just gonna take the word of a next guy. The ones that know what they're looking at, them the ones that last decades in this game. The ones that's gonna you need them to do you a favor. They do you a favor, then that dude be out of a job. Are you gonna do him a favor? The college coaches out there right now that's in Houston that used to be college coaches, D1 coaches. You want him to recruit all your kids. How many times you call that guy? Ask him, is he all right? Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Whatever. But just want to get that thing out there.
Jimmy,
and
I got something I want to end with too, Jimmy. I got something. I'm over here trying to cue it up right now. Hold on, man. We can talk over it, but it just amazed me. You can keep talking. I'm working on it right now.
Yeah. And I see Archie. Shout out to Archie.
What's up, Archie?
Over in the Boom Boom Room on the YouTube side. Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube. And he says this is what makes ranking so difficult. It's impossible to keep up to date with all the players in Houston without help. Well, here's the thing. That's why I ask people all the time, what are you looking for? Are you trying to find all of the Division I prospects, or are you trying to cover the city? That's two different things. Because it doesn't take but 2 minutes to tell if there's no Division I prospects at some schools or some programs. But then if the person that does the rankings, if they're trying to cover the city, but they make the program believe that they have Division I prospects when they really don't. And that's part of the integrity that's compromised a lot of the recruiting in the greater Houston area. It's okay. That's why we're making our platform, making a conscious effort to legitimize the non-Division I recruitment for those that want to use it. And it's okay. It's cool to do that. But I can't just make it cool if I can't fight the fight that you guys ain't willing to fight yourself.
Got to put a log on the fight.
Yeah, you're not willing to come and let it be known. We going to this school. This is how it's going to go. We got official visits. We got them set up because you feel embarrassed because you've told the deacon board at church and the pastor and already told the congregation that you're going D1 because you went to Buzz's block party. Coach Buzz Williams, shout out to Buzz. That's my longtime friend. But you went to Buzz's block party and took all the pictures in the locker room, and you making people believe that Texas A&M wants you. Who's to blame for that? Ain't nothing wrong with taking pictures and putting them out there and having fun, but you're making it appear that this is one of the options.
Yeah.
So then it's hard for you to come back and say,
I'm going to Boogaloo State.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to take a visit to Boogaloo State. Because now people are going to say, well, hey, what about A&M? You ain't got to go to Boogaloo State. You got A&M. And you don't want to tell them, nah, they ain't offered, man. I just went on for a ride.
Hey, Jimmy, Chance had a unique thing. Chance had Raising Cajuns, Rice, and A&M, Power 5. You see what I'm saying, Jimmy? You understand what I'm saying? That was 3 different ranges, or 2 different ranges. 3 or 2. Raising Cajuns and Rice around the same, isn't it?
That's the same. They're the same conference.
So 2 different. Yeah. Okay, 2 different levels. Yeah. That was a unique situation.
So,
but you can talk over it, Jimmy. I saw this, man. I said I had to. Hold on. Let me look at this. Just got to me, man. I'm a check the young fella out. Jimmy, you can take us out with this, Jimmy. Look at it, Jimmy, 9 years old. Look at it. I had to, man. I had to let y'all see little Johnny. Yeah.
Hey, man. Little Johnny ain't passed the ball not one time.
Ain't gonna.
I ain't passed
Hey
the ball
Jim.
not one time.
Hey
And you
Jimmy.
know what that remind me of? Remember now, Lil Johnny, the smallest guy on the court. When you make these mixtapes with guys that are short,
Uh-huh.
you must include them making the pass in the highlight in the mixtape. You
That
must do
man
that.
ain't number 9 years old.
Guess what? Little Irvin Walker wasn't but 9 years old. They had a whole bunch of them that was midget.
Oh no,
That,
yeah,
that,
he
that,
might
that,
not. He
that
might
got
not know.
ranked.
Jim,
Remember, it's a
I
reason
like Jim though.
Clark Francis.
Uh-huh.
It's a reason he retired.
But Jimmy, there was highlights. It was a highlight. Maybe he got a whole tape. Hold up. I just found out. Maybe he got a whole tape of his passes. He said he was.
Yeah, you know what? He do. And they pay all them passes to the rim.
Hold up. No, but Jimmy, hold up. What if he passed to them little dudes and they falling and they fumbling with it and missing the shot? Y'all leave my little midgets alone. But get us out of here, man. That was a great day. Great week, man.
It was a great day. Of course, guys, thanks so much for y'all tuning in to the Chop Shop. Thanks to
Who gonna win that game
White.
tonight? Danny Dimes? Danny Dimes versus
Astro.
Man, Astro looked up and won last night. Man, I don't want to hear that. Man, I was so
lucked up.
Man, you know what?
Dude, 8-2.
I know it, man.
Dude, we got sticks, man.
What's wrong with old Granky? Wait a minute, not Grinky. Well, what's wrong with old Granky, Jim?
You know, he got tapped up. He got tapped up the other day. Dude,
them dude was hitting. I think I can hit Granky right now.
No, that was his first game back, Alan. That was his first game back.
Okay.
Granky, all right. Don't just be patient.
Okay,
Granky's okay.
Okay.
You know,
I still like Dusty though.
And
the Dodgers, I think, clinched. Didn't the Dodgers clinch, Jimmy, already?
The Dodgers clinched a wild card spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make
clinched
sure.
A wild card spot.
Okay. Long as Mookie, Jimmy, I just want Mookie because you wrote Mookie off, Jimmy, a month ago. You wrote him clean off. What's wrong with Mookie? Where's Mookie?
You always said Tatis name first. You don't say
Tatis out of it right now, Jimmy.
Oh, really?
Jimmy,
really?
don't hold me. Hold up. Don't hold me to opinion when the facts change. Don't hold me to opinion when the facts change. I'm gone like a turkey through the cold.
And the thing is about the Dodgers, they're still in second place. They've won 6 straight. You know, they're still, but at the same time, the Giants had won 8 straight before last night. So the Giants are still ahead of the Dodgers. Both of them clinched the playoff spot. One of them would be a wild card, and the other one would go as the first place in that, they want to say West Division of the National League. Now, as far as the Astros, they won last night. They're 7 games ahead of Oakland, Adam.
How many more games left?
Probably about 20, like.
What if they have one of them losing streaks?
Less than 20. About 16, 17 games, something like that.
What if they have one of them losing streaks?
No, let me tell you something. It's possible. It's baseball. But the Astros has never been up by 7 games in first place this whole season. So this means they're peaking right now. The Stros are consistent. You know, it still got a few kinks to get out, but and understand, Mike Brantley has been out the last few games. He's on the injury list.
But then y'all got a new dude just come in and hit
Jose Siri.
Man, look at Dion them, man. Dion them they living their best. He done picked up his Gucci bag. That man, they having their best life. Somebody just said this to me. They living their best life, him and his pop. Look at the old coaches. Look at Dion with the hat on. Hey, they living their best life, man. Jimmy, they beat this team this weekend. Huh?
You do that while you're winning.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
And they'll say, understand why you're winning. And the thing is, everybody has different strokes. And some people will say, man, you need to be honest, be humble, lose like you win. So what's going to happen is if Jackson State takes an L, this season in the SWAC. Now,
Oh,
mind you,
SWAC.
this game this weekend is really big. They're playing Louisiana Monroe.
Oh yeah,
We talked about it yesterday.
right.
They've lost 12 straight games. Louisiana Monroe had. Jackson State has not beaten a team from the FBS on the Division I FBS schools since 1978 or 79.
TSU probably ain't never beaten them.
Huh?
TSU probably ain't never beat one before.
What you got to do with TSU? You mean Tennessee State where you from?
Go to Jackson State. You keep bringing up that. You keep bringing that up. But hey, Jimmy, I think Mate, Jimmy, Pittsburgh. I didn't know Pittsburgh played the Raiders this weekend.
Yes, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that one.
And the Ravens play Kansas City this weekend.
Poe Ravens. Poe Ravens.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Remember they both, they played them tough. The thing is,
Ravens.
this young man, Jackson.
Hey, Jimmy, how can you have the second best record in the Major League Baseball and be a wild card? How? Tell me how.
Ask Rod Wells that.
Who in the front of them? Who in front of them?
The Giants. The Giants.
Oh, the Giants. Giants got the best record in baseball.
They've had it all season. Pretty much.
I ain't been keeping up with them.
And let me tell you what you need to keep up with.
What?
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays. Okay.
They were like 9 games behind the Yankees by 4 weeks a month ago. They've tied it up. The Toronto Blue Jays have tied the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Mind you, in the American League, one of those 3 teams will not make the playoffs.
Wow.
Between those 3. And whoever it is, a head is gonna roll. Watch. Well, unless it's Toronto.
Not Boston.
Toronto.
The Boston guy? Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking. All right, I'm gonna take a look.
I ain't say the manager gonna roll, but a head is gonna roll somewhere. The Yankees, especially. The Yankees, they're grooving right now. They took some lumps on the losing streak. They won like 4 straight right now. They're all 3 are 8 games behind Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, and remind you, the Astros are 5 games behind Tampa Bay, like 4.5 games behind Tampa Bay. The Astros play Tampa Bay in like a 3-game series coming up. Astros could get home field advantage all the way through. We sweep Tampa Bay ass.
I tell you what.
We'll talk about that later on.
No. If the Astros get, I guess I'll go to the game. I like winners. I guess I'll go to the playoff games. I guess. Since Tatis ain't going to be there.
I'm telling you now. And a lot of people, just realize Astros ain't but 4.5 games back. Astros won last night. Tampa Bay lost last night.
Oh, Tampa Bay lost last night?
So we gained a game on them. Okay. We just creeping and walking that thing on down. You ever see somebody walking on down? And I'm gonna give you that date, Hal. I'm gonna give you that date.
I talked to Bruno Mars, man. Bruno Mars asked me for Sandra number. I said she married, Doc.
She don't want to go.
I said she married, Doc. He said, but no, I just got it. Jimmy, he said, I just got to ask her something right quick.
She don't want to go. I asked her, hey, you want to go to Bruno Mars? I can't go because that's the Super 16 weekend.
Oh, yeah,
And so she's like, you can go. You want to go on up there?
Hey, man, I can't wait. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. I can't wait. I'm going to see Chancellor. I got to go see Chancellor play again now. Cause he ain't got Big Ruben no more, right? So he just he gets all the ball. He can shoot the balls just like the little dude was shooting a minute ago. He can shoot the balls he want
to. he gonna shoot him like that.
Hey,
and guess what? That district is wide open now.
Oh, that's right. They're gonna play against High Tower. Oh,
right. That district is wide open now.
Oh, you know I'm gonna be in that one. But let's get out of here, man. I'll see y'all next week.
So that's the thing, of course, and I mentioned the dates for the Astros will host Tampa Bay and Houston September the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th.
I'll be there.
That could be pivotal to to Astros catching them. We don't know because we'll know leading up into that. The Astros right now got to finish up with Texas Rangers. They wrap up tonight with a 4-game set with the Rangers. The Astros are up 2-1 in that series. Then they come home for Arizona on Friday, and they would go through the weekend with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I would assume would be just playing a whole bunch of second string guys. Astros should whoop them. We should sweep them. Then guess what? We go on the road and play the Los Angeles Angels. They're not playing for anything, you know. Ohtani is playing for the MVP, so he would probably be still playing, you know. But the rest of those guys, they might play third string guys as well. We should whoop them. Then you got the Oakland A's. They will be playing for something. We have a 3-game set with Oakland, a 3-game that's at home, followed by Tampa Bay at home. Then we wrap up the season on the road at Oakland, and that's it for then we go into the playoffs. Now that's it. Now, of course, football stuff. You guys will talk about some NFL action on Monday when we come back. A lot of the games, great games on tap. Tonight's game, of course, is the New York Giants at the Washington football. What do they call it? The football team. Awful, horrible game. I don't want to see that.
I just want to see the Raiders in Pittsburgh. I like the Raiders, but I'm going with Tom. I'm going with my man Tom.
The games to see, of course, in the NFL, that probably is going to peak. You know, I mean, of course, depending on what part of the country you are, but from down here, Houston is at Cleveland. All eyes on both teams. Now, tight pants ain't going to play. He's out.
Yeah. He ain't playing.
You know, and so for Cleveland, yeah, but he helps. He helps. Another game that peaks is Las Vegas Raiders at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's why I just talked about. Yeah.
Right? Another one is of course Dallas at the Chargers. Can't leave that one out.
Oh,
how about
my goodness.
Tennessee at Seattle. Kansas City and Baltimore is the late Sunday evening game. So that's the game after you settle on down and you go on and you check out that Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing in Baltimore. Monday Night Football is going to be Detroit at Green Bay.
I want New England to lose, Jimmy, against the Jets.
They playing the Jets, man.
I said I want them to lose.
That's like the Bayou Bucket. You know, nah. You know what? This Denver and Jacksonville game is going to be intriguing as well because
why?
You know, because the quarterback at Denver did well this past week, and if he can do it again, that'll get all of the doubts out of the way, and you know, and then Jacksonville. You know,
man, Tom Brady's favorite team he gonna play against this weekend. Play Atlanta. You know they came back on.
Yeah. Atlanta got the stuffings beat out of them last week, so this would be intriguing. But Tampa Bay is at home again in this one, so you know that's going to be intriguing.
If I'm in town, I'm gonna go somewhere and watch a few games this week, especially that Pittsburgh game. I tell you where we're going, Jimmy. I got to find some. Let me see what it's 12 o'clock. I like to go out in the second game. The 12 o'clock game, I like to sit. I like to be at the house. I can't get up there.
Also this weekend,
who?
The John Lucas Enterprises is hosting the B Elite Camp, and that's going to attract players from all over the country.
Okay,
will be in town.
What's the B Elite Camp, Jimmy? What is that?
That's it's an invite only boys camp.
How old?
That invite only.
Little boys or big boy?
High school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of, you know, I mean, for real, it's gonna have a lot of people from all over the country. Okay. And this is also one of the young men that's the play brother of Jalen Green. he will be in action
Oh, that's right.
as well. No, he's moving into Houston.
Can he play?
So, yeah.
Okay.
I send you a video clip of him. He can play.
Okay.
No, he can. I mean, like play. Now, the thing is, shoot, I don't even think he's played a regular high school season since he's been in high school. He's part of the 2023 class, and his last name I think is AJ Johnson.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, his name. If I'm not mistaken, but he's about 6'5". He's talented. Really good.
What my Cowboys there? What Chris Walker? Chris Walker said he was coming on the show today. Oh, I see why. Because DeMarcus Lawrence is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Jimmy got hurt in practice, broke his foot in practice. Dallas. Well, see, accident waiting to happen.
So,
AJ Johnson.
I'm reading Rod Wells comment. Do I want to
Rod be tearing you up on that, man.
Dan, you're in second place, Adam. You're in second place. And you want me to have a conversation. We're in first place. Comfortably. You're in second place. You're runners up.
Another division. But if we was in your division, where would we be?
You're not the champion. You're runners up. Ain't no if. Your aunt is still P sitting down. Ain't no if. She ain't a man. She still P sitting down. I ain't it do. Trust me on that.
Man, let's get out of here, man. I got to go.
It's time to get on out of here. We'll ask you guys to share the show on your way out the door, if you will, man. Share that show, man. It was a great day on the Chop Shop Baby Friday. You guys make sure you're safe out there this weekend, and whatever you do, understand something. Road rage. Don't even fall for it. For a lot of people, man, don't get into it. Just keep on going. Get your cell phone out. You take pictures of everything else. Take a picture of the license plate and keep on going with it, and do what you need to do. But don't get yourself in no wrecks over no road rage. Because guess what's going to happen? You ain't going to get to where you was trying to get to on time because you're going to pull over and stop. So think about that. Don't waste your time over road rage.
I'll just stay at home.
No, they can't stay at home. They got to get out there. They don't get out there. And so
right.
that's the thing. But we up out here, guys. Make sure, hey, on behalf of Robert Allen, this is Jim Mix. We're sliding down Dino's back and going to yabba dabba do this thing. Great day on the Chop Shop. Share that show on your way out the door. We up out here, man. Peace. Chop Shop.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.